2024 was an amazing year for not only just the gaming niche, but crypto in general. Today, I want to talk about something that I personally feel, and something I actually think a lot of crypto YouTubers would disagree with me in. The fact that I believe the centralized exchange meta is dying. I'll explain to you exactly what that means if you're new to crypto. Don't worry about it. Try to break it down the best of my ability. But I'm someone that has been investing into a ton of cryptocurrencies. And let me tell you, first off, please don't do exactly what I've done here. I've done it in a different way than most people. I'm not buying spot. But I invested into about 45 different launchpad rounds in early 2024, putting over 6 figures of capital into this. The TLDR, so I don't have to explain it to you for the next 40 minutes, is that 90% of these are underwater, which means I'm losing money on them. I've recouped about 70% of the funds, so I will more than likely go ahead and get my money back here. One is 10x and stayed positive. And there is a lesson here. The lesson, one is, don't throw money into 45 different launch pads. We thought there was a massive gaming run, and it wasn't as big of a gaming run as we thought it was. That's the first thing I learned. The second thing I learned is that it really only takes one play to go ahead and make up for all these. I mean, quite literally, one of my launchpad plays out of the 45 ones I got into is going to recoup all of the funds from the rest of these, all of them combined. And the funny part is that this coin, which I'm not going to tell you what it is a coin that's actually worth a lot. It's a very large coin. So that very large coin. I didn't have to go for a 1 million market cap coin that went to like 100 mil. No, it was actually a pretty damn large coin that I ended up sizing in a decent amount of capital into. That was the coin that went ahead and got my money back. But for those 44 other projects that aren't doing very well, I have one thing to say. And that one thing is that they made one common mistake. And that common mistake was focusing way too much on where they were going to allocate their capital into a centralized exchange. I'm talking about Binance, Coinbase, Crypto.com, MEXC, all those big boys. Because if you did not know, if you're new to crypto here, you have to pay millions of dollars to go ahead and get your crypto on most of these exchanges. You've got to give them supply. You've got to give them a solid deal on their tokens, lower than where it's actually going to launch. What do you think happens when they invest into your crypto way lower at a way better offer than everybody else is getting? They're going to be selling straight onto you. So it's a very expensive process. And what I believe is happening, this might be the craziest prediction of 2025. We'll see how this ages. But I believe right now, there's almost no reason to own boomer gaming coins. I'm talking about those coins that are old and have absolutely zero track record to support that they will be going anywhere. I'm talking about the Galas, the Sandbox, not necessarily IMX. I think IMX actually has some pretty solid products, but the ones that launched and have essentially done nothing. The only reason people like on YouTube videos to buy them is because it has a Binance listing. You know, it's already got all the listings. When people look back into gaming from 2021, they're going to want to go ahead and buy the Galas. But what if I told you that couldn't be further from the truth? And the reality is that right now, as we speak, I've been playing a lot of Off the Grid. And let me tell you, I don't have a big bag on Off the Grid. So there's no reason for me to show this other than the fact that I genuinely enjoy playing the game. I've played over 100 hours of it. And the one thing I've learned is that most of the people playing Off the Grid, this is a crypto game, has crypto technology on it. They are Web2 users. They're people that came from regular retail. They just want to go ahead and play some video games. They don't want to worry about this crypto stuff. They just want to play. They want to have fun. And these guys were not in crypto back in 2021. And if there's going to be any translation of real retail adoption here, real ones, it's going to be those guys. And those guys are not paying attention to these Galas or these sandboxes, and they likely don't have Binance accounts. And what they're going to have, this is a new thing that's developing in crypto. For example, Moonshot here, where people can buy and sell memes with Apple Pay. Apple Pay. Off-ramps have gotten very good. Magic Eden with their brand new wallet. There's Sequence over here, crypto games building experiences. They're building all the tech. The tech is already here. Immutable Passport. I can kind of go on and on. There's actually a huge DEX listing that went ahead and launched. It's called Hyperliquid. I mean, there was crypto games. I believe it's Gods that went ahead and paid $1 million just to be on this DEX. This is a decentralized exchange. This is almost This has never been heard of, actually. I don't remember a time where people paid that much for listings on a DEX. It just hasn't happened. And in fact, if you look at the volume on DEXs, right now there's about $10 billion worth of volume being thrown every single day. I mean, every week you'd see here 100 billion, 100 billion, 100 billion, just tons and tons and tons of volume being thrown here. The DEX versus SEX dominance is going up steadily. And this spells trouble for the people that spent millions upon millions of dollars on these centralized exchange listings. I believe there's going to be a shift here, and people will not be betting on these gaming boomer coins, because the new people in crypto, the people that understand it's time for change, they're going to be betting on these cryptos that genuinely have something to be excited for. Right now, there are a lot of these dead crypto gaming ecosystems that haven't done anything for years, have practically died, are on their lifeline, their deathbed, and they are praying that these new retail users that come in are buying them. But what's going to happen beginning of the cycle when we actually have a huge gaming run? We had a little bit of this, and we saw this with Sand. It pumped a lot. The people that are actually buying are not the Web2 retail. They're the Web3 degens from other niches like AI and RWA, etc., and memes that have gone and left. And now they see gaming is hot. It's time to buy gaming coins. It's time to buy gaming coins. So they buy Gala, etc., etc. Good for them. It's going to have a bit of a pump. But then it kind of just retraces. I mean, we kind of look at a couple charts. Gala's at 3.5 cents. And on the yearly chart, not very good. Not very good price performance at all. Sand is a little bit of a different story. You know, it had a very huge pump, did amazing. Oh, look at that. It's down 3% on the year. Isn't that interesting? There are a lot of gaming coins out there kind of follow that similar pattern. I mean, you look at Zentra here for the past year. Oh, very interesting. The market cap's actually pretty similar. Not that great. Not that great. Wilder World, past year, 57% up. Oh, now we're starting to see a little bit of a different pattern. And then we have Carve over here, 222% up. Oh, wow. And we have Echelon Prime, up 26%, but had an absolute enormous pump. And I mean, if we zoom out, even better. Wow. All these gaming coins seem to be actually outperforming the markets overall. And a lot of them are coming back. But these are the coins that are news cycle, my friend. The news cycle coins are beginning to look like they're going to outperform the boomer coins. Don't get it twisted. The boomer coins are not going to come back in the same way that they were coming back earlier this cycle. Because at the end of the day, even when they pump, even when all this happens, they are a dead cat bounce. There's no reason to own them. There's no fundamental reason. Gaming coins are not meme coins. Unfortunately, this is the number one thing you need to learn in this space. Do not buy a thing just because of its simple narrative. There needs to be more reason to own something than just the fact that it has a Binance listing. And so here's what I think is important for gaming projects listening to this video. I'm sure there's some founders listening. What's increasingly important is your decentralized exchange presence. There's so many apps coming out. You got to check out Hype. Hype has been killing it right now. They're one of the biggest cryptos in the world now. Record numbers in trading. These boomer coins on these boomer exchanges will not pump based on the first mover principle. They might have small pumps, but overall the space is moving into a new era, and you must adapt for this new era if you're going to be successful in 2025. Gaming plays like Champ, Xborg, S-World have already proven this model works. And I'll show you the charts very quickly. This is S-World. Went ahead and launched, has had incredible returns for everybody that aped in. Boom, boom, boom. Enormous pump. We had Xborg over here, which, I mean, even right now is hitting brand new all-time highs in this early cycle. These are early coins doing very well. We have Super Champs that we farmed on this channel. Talked about it a billion times. Look at the beautiful chart on this thing. Absolutely killing it in this market. And these are coins, which if you look right now, the only exchanges they're listed on is decentralized exchanges. Those are the only exchanges that these guys got. We have Xborg over here. Only decentralized exchanges. This is a coin that is worth $62 million with a $378 million FDV. And then I look over here, S-World, the exchanges that it's listed on. We have nothing but decentralized exchanges. Only decentralized exchanges. This is the new meta. This is what's going to be bringing the gains. Sure, there are going to be, coins from older era that I am bullish on. For example, we've got the one and only Wilder World. Talked about it a ton. Disclosure, I have a bag sponsored by them. But I am very bullish on them. I do believe that a majority of volume will begin to trickle in 2025 into decentralized exchanges because it is easier than ever. And the fact is that while, yes, it is annoying to have a DEX wallet and it is annoying to transact with it, at this point, I mean, I've had my brother, I've had family members go ahead and use it. You got to press the swap button, and then you put the crypto you want and the crypto you want to sell, and it's practically the same as Coinbase. It is almost the same. And so what I think is going to happen is we're going to have this new era of crypto games. They're going to get millions of users because, Avalanche is predicting that. So fingers crossed, we love you, Avalanche. And that is going to lead to a new era of people that don't even know they're trading in crypto. Pretty much they don't know that. And when they figure out they're trading in crypto, they're going to be like, oh, I mean, that's cool, I guess. I don't really care. I mean, or they'll be angry and they'll be like, oh, I don't like crypto, but actually, like, this is cool, so maybe I'll stick around. Something like that, right? And so what I'm looking at right now are these new age cryptos that have already proven themselves. We've got Carve here, Aether. These are my two node plays that have done the best so far. Sure, the chart isn't very convincing, but in terms of node rewards, we've done very well for ourselves. We have Carve, which absolutely killed it on this launch, almost $1 billion FDV, even after the bleeding that it had initially. We've had Echelon Prime with that AI narrative. They have amazing principle here, an actual community here that rivals Hearthstone. We've got Wilder World, what I think is going to be the dominant factor of the metaverse narrative. If the metaverse is going to make it, it's going to be through Wilder World. We've got Zentry here. They've got the SocialFi. They've got the enormous treasury. I see it as a beta play right now to Beam, which I'm extremely bullish on Beam, even at a $1.7 billion FTV. I'm not saying $1,000 is going to turn into 100K this cycle, but I am saying that in terms of a gaming play that is solid, this one's going to have some X's. And of course, Superverse, which has had an absolutely enormous run. So I'm not saying buy it now. It's already ran up quite a bit. But definitely in terms of a community standpoint, these guys are very hyped. The new era cryptos are the ones we need to start paying attention to. We need to stop paying attention to the boomer coins that people keep yapping about. If you're new to crypto, buy the boomer coins. Do not do that. There's a difference between buying something like, I've talked a ton on the channel about this, Idera. Idera is a different coin. It is not a boomer coin. The people that keep saying, Idera is a boomer coin because it's a coin that came out back in 2019. Boomer. And then it had its run and it's dead. No, the reason it's having a run now, it's a new era coin. This is the first era in humanity that the United States of America has had a pro-crypto Senate, a pro-crypto House, and a pro-crypto president. So the innovation is leading to the United States, which is making HBAR pump for the first time for an actual fundamental reason. Their council has $1 trillion company on it. Where do you think these companies are going to want to build on? They're going to want to build on the one crypto that is all over Congress and the one crypto that is definitely not a security. So that's why HBAR is running as much as it's running right now and hits fresh all-time highs in terms of a market cap. It's a new era boomer coin, so to say. So I would just call it a new era crypto coin. These are crypto coins that are pumping because of present narratives, not because of old narratives from way back in the day that, quite frankly, do not apply. If you look at the amount of cryptos that back in 2017 were dominating the market, I mean, I think a great example of this would be like Engine. Engine was killing it. I remember way back in the day, they were like, oh, this is going to be the hottest crypto ever. And look, nowhere near all-time highs. All these new era coins that are following the new narratives are going to be the ones that do well. Do not be fooled. That's my 2025 prediction. I think DEXs are going to grow. New era cryptos are going to continue to lead this market. The boomer coins will not have the X's that people are expecting them to have. If you like the content, like and subscribe. And we're starting to get to the new year. So Merry Christmas. Sorry if it's late. And happy early new year. I guess. Stay classy. And that's all.